navigatie, ga naar adres.
Noem de naam van de stad of zeg wijzig zoekgebied.
Bilzen.
Spreek een regelnummer in of zeg niet op lijst.
1.
Noem de straatnaam of zeg correctie of voltooi.
Teken Parketplein.
Er zijn geen huisnummers voor deze straat in de kaart. Zeg voltooi of zeg correctie.
Voltooi.
Zeg voerbestemming in of zeg annuleer.
Voerbestemmingen.
Route wordt berekend.
So if you follow the YouTube channel and my journey as a musician on the clavichord and later hopefully also on the pianoforte, most of you will think of me as a musician who plays the clavichord and later hopefully the pianoforte as well. And for Anja the same thing, that she's not only my wife helping out with Authentic Sound, and actually more than that, she's really manager and managing in the original sense meaning of the word, doing everything around the business model that we are developing around Authentic Sound, and so that's great, and that's also I think part of our future. Authentic Sound will become more and more important in the future. It's what we would like to happen and what I think eventually must happen. But for now my daily life is not only playing music and making videos for Authentic Sound. Large parts of that is devoted to other projects. I'm project manager of a big organ project in Leuven. I will talk about that later in a later vlog. And now today I'm driving for a meeting to Bilzen, which is a city in Belgium, obviously. And there you have several small villages which are combined in one city. And so there is one church with a beautiful organ built by Clearings 1852, so rather early in its work, for which I am the organ consultant. And in Belgium, or in Flanders at least, because in the southern part of Belgium it's different, we as organ consultants, as consultants for the restoration project of this heritage in fact, we are supposed to make really detailed plans. So I had to learn to draw in a computer program. I will show you some of the drawings I've made for this particular project, and do all the research historically, not only in the archives but also the pipe work that's left, and all parts of the case, the mechanics, the keyboards, and if things are lacking compared to the historical situation, we have to present actually and make drawings as well for the reconstruction of what has been missing. So that's all really exciting work. And today I'm heading towards the city hall, the town hall, because the mayor has invented the church council, so to say, to explain why they would give the work to a particular organ builder. And of course I'm consulting them and I have to assist them in this meeting. So those projects, I have about 10, I think 9 or 10 projects, and some of them are really exciting. They are by times time consuming, which is no problem because that's what you get paid for. But the thing is with the restoration of organs and heritage in general here in Belgium, but I think in Europe as a whole, and it's a pity actually, I cannot talk for other countries, but here in Belgium and certainly in Flanders, we have such a rich culture of heritage, but our politicians, they see it more as a waste of money. And it's true that if you do a restoration of an organ, who's benefiting from that? That's not a major factory where hundreds of people can get to work, but on the other hand, you know, and if you listen to this from the United States, it will maybe surprise you or not, that many of these sectors are highly subsidized. So in the organ restoration field, where I'm working in right now, the amount of subsidies for a church for doing the restoration of protected heritage was about 80%, so that's really a lot. They diminished that until 60%, and they're even talking on diminishing it even more. So in our system, where churches really depend on government subsidies, that's a catastrophe. That's as to say from the same would be saying from stop doing restorations at all, and that's a pity, because we in Europe, we have, and Belgium, if I talk here in Flanders, we have incredible heritage, and there have been an enormous attempts to do restoration, to revaluation of that, but we do not realize enough what it means for society. And all these churches now that are under a lot of pressure, even to close and to have new assignments or new destinations. Some churches are being rebuilt as hotels, which is totally insane. It's very nice to stay there, and I stayed once in such an hotel, ironically, while doing the research on an organ. But those hotels are difficult to run because the costs of those old buildings are really immense, and then you have the Heritage Board who has something to say about it as well, and so it's really complicated. And the dismantling of all these churches and the network that was surrounding them is really, is concerning me, really, because it's not only because of my job. And I must say, if things continue like this, I will do the restoration probably of some of those organs. I can feel that some of them will have a difficult time to really do the restoration, and so I have to find other things to do in life, which is a pity. I have the other project in Leuven, and of course Authentic Sound. That's also part of the reason that I'm really pushing for that. That's what I really want to do. That's my purpose in life, I think. And it's also out of necessity. So all to say that I'm now heading for Bilzen for a meeting. There will be follow-up work. I have to do a lot of work this week for that foundation in Leuven. For fundraising, I will share with you a little bit in coming vlogs. It's raining today. Maybe the sun will be shining. Yesterday, Sunday, we had a live stream which was really exciting. I was very tired, as you could hear in my latest vlog, and this night I didn't sleep well either, but that's something I have to deal with. But surprisingly enough, the sarabande, which I was not planning to do, went incredibly well, and it might be one of my best performances ever. And that's a strange thing, that things happen outside of your control sometimes, and that's the point you're working to. You can only prepare for that to happen, and yesterday was the worst moment possible for me to think that would happen, but it takes control of everything, that moment then, and then it just happens. And so I'm really excited to listen to that recording and share that with you, of course. Tonight, Monday, 16th of January 2017, probably we will do the last part of the first partita, the jig. I've prepared it yesterday, hope for it to have it recorded as well. It just not reached the point that I wanted to, and so tonight a new attempt. And tomorrow, Tuesday, there is another vlog, and there is exciting news to come as well, and totally other aspect, I think, of what you would believe a musician on YouTube is wanting to do, but that's for another vlog. Hope you have a nice day, and we see each other very soon again. Bye!